As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. I hope everyone took advantage of the Cyber Monday deals. Now it's time to focus on some football. Bears and Vikings underway on Monday night. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cousins looking to put it up right away. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Bears defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On play action, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Bears take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just the wrong air on the throw by the quarterback?
I towards the ladder because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a fourth down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. This is Foreman. Fighting through at the 25. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Here we go.
Back to Foreman on first. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Foreman is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Andrew Billings, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. K.J. Osborne, the one he was looking for. But now it's third down. You look at this Bears defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week they're coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
On play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. Foreman powering ahead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
To throw is Fields.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, right?
Without a doubt.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in me. You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here we go, Ty. Hey, Ken.
More the motion man. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked big. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Khalil Herbert. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. On the toss, here's Nwangu. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! Kene Nwangu. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll go Madison up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down and 8. Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Now a give running right, Nwangu. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The Vikings had 7-4 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Open man here is Scott, complete. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off play action, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Patrick Jones there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll go again with Herbert.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some.
Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 41 yards.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away.
Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On first down, right back to Herbert.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Herbert once more. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. A A give left side here for Herbert.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Herbert. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run with Herbert.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. 106 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A handoff for Herbert.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
On third down, Herbert. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First play's a run with Nwangu. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They go play action. Cousins completes it to the fullback hand. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Cousins. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Play fake. Cousins. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 6.
Go ahead.
To throw is Cousins. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Touchdown, Vikings! Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Easy.
They'll run here with Herbert. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Herbert. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Herbert. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 6 yards in the first down. Here's Herbert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll run. It's Herbert. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. It's a pickup of 6.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Herbert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Hand off right side for Herbert.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Cousins to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg.
Completes this to Jefferson.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 7 from the 20. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Chicago, it's a second win now as they move to 2-10 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.